I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by Nikolai. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
I'm Nico Rai. I am an Australian feral fox VTuber who loves fighting games specifically. It's pretty much all I do. I'm not necessarily good at them, but I love playing them. I love making a nice space for them. For everyone who likes it, just to have fun, you know?
Yep.
That's what I'm all about.
Yeah, you're in there to scrap, and to scrap good.
Indeed.
No long plot points for you. Just shoot them. So what type of games are you playing most of all? I mean, what game are you playing most of all, I should say?
Mainly, I usually play either Guilty Gear, any of the Guilty Gear games, Guilty Gear Strive, or XX, or Mortal Kombat, if the, the drama around that series has kind of settled down on Twitter for the hot minute. I should play one of those two. But I'm pretty open to playing a ton of things. I'm not always limited to just fighting games. Like, I play Geometry Dash a lot too.
Oh, you know what? My grandson plays that. And he shows me, this is how you do it. Boing, boing, boing. And I'm like, I can't even see the lines. I'm completely lost. I'm going back to Pong, okay? I can see
it's
that.
pretty tricky.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to have those quick thumbs and fingers and everything, and I don't have that anymore for that sort of thing. But when did you get started with VTubing?
VTubing around a year ago, actually.
Yeah.
Just coming out of graduating high school, I started to get into it.
Yeah. What brought you in?
Iron Mouse, actually. My friend was talking to me about Iron Mouse in high school, and I was like, "Oh, it looks really cool. I kind of want to do that."
Yeah,
I just kind of did it myself.
Yeah, so you put everything together yourself?
Yeah, I'm an artist, so I figured I'd just take a shot at it because I couldn't really afford to buy one.
Well, if you do it yourself, there's a lot of different things about that. Plus, it's your vision, and you get to do it the way you want to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how long have you been an artist?
I've been an artist since probably since I was around 10 years old, completely self-taught. I went to a high school for performing arts, and that kind of helped me kind of realize how I wanted to aim my skills and such, and then ended up falling into digital art, fell in love with that, and it just kind of went on my own from there, and I'm pretty happy with how I've progressed.
So with the performing arts, did you get out on stage and do some things too?
Nah, I was just a visual artist. That was my thing.
Yeah, just a visual artist. You're talking to somebody. I can't write a stick figure without getting arrested. So, I mean, there is no such thing as just a digital artist. I mean, you guys are talented from the start. And for you to be self-taught at this, so you must have been, finding all sorts of things to learn off of.
Yeah, I just kept doing it for fun, and I just kept doing it, and I had a lot of very positive support at a young age, so that kind of helps solidify the passion. And I've got a ton of friends that I've met and continue to meet through just art and VTubing, and it's just been overall awesome experience. Love it.
Isn't that nice?
It's been such a huge part of my life.
Oh yeah, it's just so nice to have that wind under your wings type of thing, and to have friends and people and here on as VTubing, people that you'll never meet on the other side of the world, also supporting you and telling you you're doing good stuff. That's so. Have you ever had a problem showing your art to people?
Absolutely not. It's been a really great experience for me. I mean, Twitter, as annoying as it is sometimes, it's been absolutely huge for me. I cosplay too. I've been pretty open about cosplaying alongside my VTubing because the ones I share don't actually show my face, which helps. So I can kind of coexist in all my art forms.
So do you put your stuff together?
Fun.
You put your own outfits together for the cosplay?
Yeah, I'm actually a competitive cosplayer. I've only just last year won my first award.
Yeah, good job. Oh man, that's a lot of work too.
Oh, it's huge. I love it. Love it
Oh,
so much.
and I when I watch people do it, I mean, it's something that I wouldn't have done when I was younger, but I certainly do appreciate the work put into it because I mean, you've got to sometimes really you have to make shinola out of whatever comes out of the tube. I mean, you had to,
Exactly.
I mean, somehow you've got to recreate this particular horn, which is you can't just buy; you have to make it yourself. Um, so how much? So when you won this competition, how long did it take for you to put your stuff together?
The character was Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 11, very popular character,
Uh-huh.
very recognizable, but it's a very complex design. I think it took me around a year to make.
The dedication to something like that. Oh, I envy
Yeah, it
that.
was
I
worth it.
envy that. I don't have that much dedication to making a sandwich in the morning, let alone do something like that. Oh, that's really something. And that I mean that really lends into your artistry, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I just love doing everything.
Yeah. Does that do you when you're doing the cosplay, is it a strict one-on-one with the character, or are you adding a little artistic flair to it?
I try my best to go one to one,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I have to deviate a little bit just to suit me as a person, because obviously I'm my own person and I
Mm-hmm.
don't look one to one to the character 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I try my best, but sometimes you gotta adapt.
Yeah. Adapt, or as being an artist, because I always tweak artists about this. Are you ever finished with it, or are you still trying to coming up to the last couple of seconds trying to figure one thing out with the outfit?
Oh, I don't think I'm ever finished. I'm always looking at past projects and I'm like current projects. I tend to do every project's kind of its own experiment on things that I'm not familiar with. And so there's always things to be improved. And I always use those, every project is kind of a stepping stone to build up skills that I don't really am good at, you know?
If you find
So I don't think it's ever done.
if you find a notebook from when you were 10 years old and you put in a scribble in it, do you start working on it again?
Yeah, I've had a look at stuff from like ages in the past. I've always looked back at stuff when I just first started out sewing, first started out drawing, and I'm like, damn, this sucks, but like got me where I am now. So sometimes I find inspiration from it.
Inspiration, and you just like, how did I ever get away with doing that?
Yeah. It's like people said this was good. What?
I gotta find more people to hang around.
Yeah.
Well, did you find it easy growing up? Well, being in that school might have helped a little bit, but did you find it easy to find people of your similar outlook and your interests while you were at that school?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Back when I was like quite young, I was very outcasted.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to high school and onwards, university,
Mm-hmm.
um, it was pretty easy to kind of find my little niche and people who like the same things as me.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't like the same things, they were very supportive of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I felt very supported
Yeah.
all the time. It's great.
Do you feel that way in the VTuber community so far?
Oh, absolutely. I've made a new best friend who lives on the complete other side of the world. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
I've become best friends with my favorite artist ever.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane to me. They
Mm-hmm.
popped in on one of my streams one time and we just blew me away and it was crazy.
It's really something, and for an old man like me to see this being able to happen. And I mean, when I grew up, if you called somebody 10 miles away, you've had to take a second job in order to pay for it. and
Oh yeah.
and now being able to just pick up a microphone and talk to somebody literally standing upside down from you is pretty
Yeah.
amazing. It really is, and to see folks who are uh, you are about 3 times younger than I am. But seeing that you're able to kind of start from that square, I'm really interested to see what you guys do with it when in 10, 20 years from now, what you've done with it.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping. I just want to entertain people. I just want to create that kind of safe, calm space because the stuff that I stream is usually pretty competitive
Hmm.
based. But I don't really want my stuff to be full of competitivity. Like I just want it to be chill. I just want everyone to have a fun time playing competitive games. Like it's not always that deep. That's what I kind of want to get across.
I love that word, competitivity.
Yeah.
I hope I
I don't
can.
know if it's a real word, but I like to think it
I'm
is.
going to try to use it in Scrabble. If it works, I'm in like Flynn.
Exactly.
So I gotta ask this because I always ask artists about this. When you are choosing a game to play, being an artist that you are, does the art
Mhm.
style affect how you enjoy the game, or do you come at it with a critical eye?
Sometimes,
Mm.
like, I study science now at uni, but I used to study fine arts before I switched degrees.
Hmm.
And so I've always had a bit of a critical lens when it came to analyzing art. But overall, I just kind of enjoy it at surface level and then tend to just peek at it
Mm.
just for my own enjoyment. The
Yeah.
same the same way kind of like English teachers like to dissect a children's storybook for no reason at all. It's like
Yeah.
that's how I go about it. Like
Yeah.
Guilty Gear,
Yeah.
phenomenal art style. I love it so much. Like Mortal Kombat has its own flair to it. Just everything I kind of indulge in. It's
Uh-huh.
just I love it. It's got its own little individual flair to it, and I enjoy it because it gives its own personality. I just
Mm.
like things being unique.
Mm.
That's what draws me to it.
Well, that's an artist. An artist one is to have something unique, some sort of something that isn't bland and the same, as you've had before. Blonde is
Oh yeah.
perfectly fine, by the way. I'm not shaming blondes and by any particular thing. The uh, the question is for you. Is this a one or two question? Number one, you've got a game with great gameplay but really garbage graphics. Or two, a game that's not so great to play but with just beautiful graphics. Which one will you buy if you have to buy one of
Probably one. I
them?
grew up on some pretty shoddy games,
Mm.
but just if it's a good game, it's a good game. That's what matters to me.
Yeah. What about horror games?
Oh, I love horror.
Eh, all these people who love horror games, and I just want to run away.
I love horror movies too.
Well, yeah, I know. I think that would probably play up to what you like to. I mean, some of these horror games rely so much on their artwork um,
Oh, true. This is true.
to create the atmosphere. As long as they're not jump scaring you every 5 seconds, or trying to anyway. The long con games are the ones that'll keep you in nightmares for a few years afterwards. Uh,
Oh
so
yeah,
so you've got something big coming up. Um, so tell
I
us
do.
yeah, don't you have something like a reveal coming up here soon?
I sure do.
Yeah. All right.
I
So
have my big 3.0 debut.
uh
That's gonna be real fun.
huh.
I worked really, really hard. I made the model. I made everything. I mean, I've made everything from the get-go, so I'm very proud of it.
Mm.
It's, I think, one of my greatest achievements I've had yet, and everything I earn from the streams that I'm doing is going to go to charity. And I just think it's really huge thing for me because I've never done something to this scale before.
Yeah, it's great to see that you're comfortable enough to do that. And I mean, some folks it takes a while to do that, but not only are you continuing to advance what you're putting out there as far as how your avatar is going, but you're also wanting to do that for charity too. That says a lot about you.
Yeah, I mean, like living in Australia and my kind of character coming from good old Mount Kosciuszko, place I frequent pretty often every year. I like going skiing,
Hmm.
as you could probably tell by my theme. Um, it's just nature's always been pretty huge for me. I'm pretty big on wildlife conservation. Animals mean the world to me. I've got a lot of pets. I've got two birds, two dogs, and a python,
Oh,
and I love them to bits. And I've always been huge on it. I just want to do something. I want to be able to make a difference. That's kind of why I started streaming in the first place. I want to be someone's reason that they're having a good day. I want to make a difference just in someone's day or just to the world. This is kind of my kind of thank you to the people who've supported me so far. Like I've still got way of a ways to go in my streaming
Mm.
journey, but like,
Hey, I mean, you're just getting started, but look where you are now.
oh
Just
yeah,
just from there to here. I mean, that's not a long distance time wise, but you've been able to do a lot and still
yeah.
and still progress. Going and doing science classes and such, and continuing your artwork. So, how many hours in the day are there in Australia?
There's not many at all.
I think are you
My
like
degree
you're like 40 or 50
is
hours or something?
so oh, goodness. Well, it's currently getting colder, so there's very little hours in the day. It's
Mm,
like daytime at what, 7 a.m., nighttime at 5 p.m.
mm,
Barely any time.
yeah, yeah. We're about ready to get into mid-spring now. So
I wish.
yeah. Well, they said 2 weeks ago we had a tornado warning in the morning and a
Oh
frost
no!
warning overnight.
Oh goodness.
So
We've
all
we've just gotten over a cyclone in Queensland.
oh yeah.
I'm not from Queensland, thank
Oh,
goodness, but we've felt some side effects of it.
hey, you guys don't get tornadoes. You get tornadoes the size of continents.
Yeah, we got those low pressure systems coming in on the coast. It's
Mm,
always Queensland, it's never anywhere else.
well,
Hate to be up there.
yeah, it should be called Cyclone Land. And it's not
Cyclone land,
hurricanes,
yep.
it's cyclones there. It's cyclones.
Yeah.
Now, growing
I
up
don't really know what the difference is.
well, I think it's because of that side of the world. They call them cyclones. Oh,
Yeah, most
or
likely.
or being the other side of the equator or something along those lines. But that would require me having paid attention in school, which I didn't. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
but I was in the media, so I'm going to keep saying it until people believe it.
That's how you do it. That's what
That's
I do.
that's how I
I
do it.
tell them things and they can,
Yep,
if you sound confident enough, they'll believe you.
that's right. And if not, just quickly change the topic. Um,
Yeah.
so being from Australia and the wildlife down there, if I'm in the middle of the United States where we have birds. um, when I say you have birds, I'm thinking of things that can kill you.
I mean, we do have birds that can kill you, but we've also got some really gorgeous birds too.
Oh yeah,
They're pretty unique as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
But
Yeah, well, we had emus here.
you have emus there?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
in the middle of Illinois, in the middle of the United States, we have an emu farm. And 3 years ago, well, a little over 3 years ago now, about 12 of them got loose.
Oh no.
Yes,
Those things are fast.
they are, and they're not small. In fact,
Oh no.
one of them,
They can't do too much damage to you. You'd rather run into an emu than a cassowary.
yeah, well, they tell the bus that one of the emus hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have done damage.
the emu was fine. not,
Yeah, it
not,
would be.
not so much the bus. And they caught 11 of them, of the 12.
One
And
of them's still loose.
one of them was loose for 3 years
Oh, wow.
until they finally caught them. And I'm like, let them go. Just let them. I mean, obviously, no one's gonna attack this bird. I mean,
Oh, yeah, no.
we've got coyotes. They'll just stomp them, stomp them and run away. It's they finally just kind of trapped him in the backyard, and we were like, no, no. We get little pictures of an emu in somebody's backyard.
Here's a fun fact for you. So that emus can't be beaten.
Hmm.
We had a war against emus in Australian history, and the emus won.
Oh yes,
That's how crazy it is.
yes, yes. I've read up on that, and the folks I've talked to from
Great
Australia,
emu war.
I mentioned it's like, yeah, we had emus, and they're like, why? Yeah,
They're a pest, but they're gorgeous.
yeah. Well, it would have been something else for a like an 80-year-old farmer in the middle of Illinois to wake up one day and look out his window and see an emu staring back at him. for the first.
I live in the cities, so I don't see them too much either. But
Well, they went to the city.
oh wow,
They were running around in town,
goodness,
down through the gang
that would have
signs.
been a sight.
They went down the gang areas. I figured one of them would come out with silver chains by the time it was done, but it didn't happen. That would have been gang emus. That would have been just too much. Couldn't deal with
That
anything
would have
like
been
that.
hilarious.
Yeah. So get back on track here. Now I've been knocked off. Stupid emus. Um, the the big draw for you now. What is the big draw for you for VTubing at this moment?
Ah, what do you mean by the big drop?
Yeah. What what is it that pulls you back into VTubing every day, every time you stream?
It's just fun. I don't know what it is. I just like talking to people
Mm.
because I don't shut up. I
There's
just
nothing wrong
need
with
a
that.
place to not shut up with people who enjoy that, you
Yeah.
know?
It's easy for you to talk with the chat as you go along?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like, I like having a bit of a connection with them, you know? I
Yeah.
like making friends. I'm not here to be a big famous millionaire. I want to have fun and meet people and
Oh,
play games with people.
no, you want to be a billionaire. What the heck with that millionaire stuff?
Ah, true.
You
This is true. I can
can't-
afford more cosplaying.
That's right. You you have the real eagle feathers that you can't get from anywhere else. But the it does sound like it's really fit for you. I mean, you obviously have a very out. It seemed to be very outgoing. I mean, are you outgoing in person as you are here on the internet?
I mean, I am. Yeah, I try to be. I used to have absolutely god-awful social anxiety, but I
Mm.
think the internet kind of helped me come to terms with myself because now I don't shut up. I haven't been able to turn back. So
Well,
definitely snapped out of that.
would you do it if you didn't have an avatar?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the anonymity.
Mm.
I kind of like having, because I mean, coming from as a queer person, as a non-binary person, I don't really want people to assume I am one or the other by looking at my face. So
Right.
having a model that is kind of that in-between area just kind of makes me feel a bit more comfortable
Mm.
sharing myself on the internet. Same
Yeah.
with cosplays, because I can be whoever I want.
Oh yeah, and I'm really glad that people get this opportunity with the internet and with VTubing. Um, of course, there's always some people who want to, throw dirt in your Cheerios and just, there's always going to be those people.
Oh yeah.
But it does seem like it's more generally accepting of how you
Oh, it
want to
is,
present
yeah.
yourself. Um,
I've only ever had good experiences so far.
yeah, yeah, and knock on fake wood over here. That
Yeah.
continues, but I think that I'm not a VTuber, so I'm guessing from the outside here. I've talked to a few folks, but I haven't done it myself. That uh, you're the people that you have are the target audience that will accept you.
Yeah.
You're kind of drawing from the crowd that is more likely to accept you. Do you think so?
I think so too. I mean, I've had a couple bad eggs show up occasionally, but
Mm-hmm.
it's for reasons completely unrelated to who I am as a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, sometimes I play Mortal Kombat 1. For some reason, people hate that game, and they come into my chat and let me know that they hate that game, and I'm like, what's your problem, man? I don't really care.
Yeah.
So,
Like, why are you here
that's the
then?
only amount of hate I've gotten.
It's like if you don't like it, yeah, there's 10,000 other people streaming right now. You find something else.
Exactly, like, why'd you click on the stream with like 5 viewers playing the game that you don't want to watch?
That's a skill issue on their part.
I know.
Yeah, is you can't figure out how to click the button. Okay, well, there's
So
classes for
it's
that.
not my problem, man. Just watch the stream.
Is there a particular game that you haven't done yet that you really, really want to do?
Oh, City of the Wolves. That just came out.
Mm,
A new fighting game that just came out from the Fatal Fury series.
Okay.
I've never played Fatal Fury in my life,
mm.
but it looks really interesting.
What is catching you for this game? What catches your eye?
Oh, all my friends love it. All my uni friends,
Yeah.
huge Fatal Fury fans.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know, just in general, are huge Fatal Fury fans. They have a couple of guest characters like Ronaldo and Salvatore Ganacci. I saw those come up and I'm like, why are you putting Ronaldo in a fighting game? That's my first thought, but that's what got me hooked.
Yeah.
So
Guest starring.
yeah, guest starring. I'm like, what's he doing in here?
Do
I
your
don't follow the soccer either.
Yeah.
So
Do your uni friends? I'm American, so I don't say that, but I'm going to say it for you. Uni friends, do they know that you're streaming?
oh yeah, they're
Mm,
big
mm,
supportive of it.
and
All
they
my friends do. I
oh,
don't tend to hide it.
that's good. I'd say that makes it a little easier for you, I imagine.
It
And-
does. Hey, my family know about it too. I'm like, hey dad, just be a second, I'm streaming. And then he messages me an hour later, tells me to shut up because he can hear me from my room.
Stop yelling.
Like, stop screaming. Like
Yes.
I had a stream recently where I was watching the reveal trailer of a character that was coming to Guilty Gear Strive, and I
Mhm.
peaked the mic so loud. It was hilarious. The people in my chat were like, we can't hear the trailer. You're screaming too loud.
Well, it's my channel. I can do what I want.
Yeah, it's my stream. You can watch the trailer again after I finish.
Look at the rules. I get to scream. That's where the first rule. I get
Exactly.
to.
This is Nico I you're talking to. I'm gonna scream. That's like a given. That's a 100% chance of happening every stream.
When you started on, was it easy for you to find other people to collaborate with, or did you kind of have people already set up?
Oh, it was kind of a struggle. I mean, me and my friend are both VTubers, so we just kind of bounced off each other when we wanted to collab.
Hmm.
Um, you've interviewed them before, Pastelix.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I'm
Hello.
I made their model too.
Oh, oh, good job. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah, we're real good friends. We go way back. We've
yeah.
been best friends since high school.
Oh, neat.
Um,
Wow.
yeah.
Pastelix is
So we've
is a
kind
lot of
of
fun.
paralleled each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I love this. I love this type of thing when it's almost synergy that comes out
Yeah.
in these interviews. Um, but it's to have that to start with. It obviously is a big help, and kind of share experiences as you go. Um, as far as meeting folks outside of it, have you been able to do a lot of collaborations with other folks?
Outside of like
Well, people you knew before you
previously
started. Yeah,
established connection.
yeah.
Huh. Like kind of.
Mm,
I've made a lot of VTuber friends.
mm-hmm,
I had a big Overwatch collab once with a few people I met,
mm-hmm,
and we're still friends now, which I'm pretty grateful for.
mm-hmm.
And I, but I don't usually collab very much just because Australian time zones tend to mess things up a lot. But
They are
um
pretty bizarre sometimes. Half hour
oh
stuff.
goodness, yeah.
Where did that come from? Half
But
hour.
I've met a couple Aussie VTubers. I've met a couple people overseas,
Hmm.
but we tend to work something out eventually.
Yeah. Well, that is something too I wanted to ask you about because I've interviewed a lot of folks from Australia, um,
Oh
and
yeah.
it really does seem like for some reason it has clicked in so much in Australia. Am I reading that right?
I actually haven't met that many people from Australia that
Mm.
I thought there would be more that I'd met. I'm sure there are plenty of them,
Hmm.
but I've just came across like two that I'm friends with.
Well, I'd say
So I think I might have just missed it. I might have just accidentally dodged every single one that I've passed.
well, you might be on the same time. I mean, given the time zones.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to talk to somebody else when you're doing it yourself.
Oh yeah.
Well, now, with the games that you play, are there occasionally times where it's really tough to keep chat involved, where you can't pause and look at what they're saying?
Yes,
Mm,
especially because fighting games, they're online.
mm,
So you gotta lock in when you're fighting, or you're gonna lose.
mm.
I lose anyways, but when I have to try and like play, it's
Yeah,
so hard to keep up with chat when they're saying
yeah.
something funny and I'm trying to pay attention to the fight.
They haven't jumped in your games and tried to watch the stream and jump in and try to snipe you, have they?
Oh, definitely not. Lucky for me, fighting games tend to be 1v1.
Ah,
So
there you go. That would take a
A lot of the
lot of
time,
work.
I tend to open rooms
Yeah.
so the chat can all fight each other and I can fight chat. And that's always fun.
That way everybody knows what everybody's doing
Yeah.
as far as that goes. Is there a particular game you'd like to involve chat in that you haven't been able to yet?
Oh, I mean, I like to involve them in Guilty Gear just because it's easier to make rooms and stuff,
Hmm.
but I don't know. It's hard to think of fighting game themed events that
Hmm.
are original. I mean,
Yeah.
I've hosted a tournament before,
Hmm.
um, and I just have open rooms sometimes.
Hmm.
Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything. I mean, I'd love to play actually, not fighting game related. Cult of the Lamb. That can
Oh
be
yeah,
very
yeah,
Twitch involved.
very much so.
Um,
You get them.
yeah.
They'll be involved and they'll vote everything down, and you'll never be able to finish.
Yeah, the Twitch chat can definitely integrate themselves a lot into that game specifically, and the game looks interesting as is. So I
Yeah,
think that'd be pretty fun.
I think the next game that I would get into would probably be something like that.
Yeah.
It's not overly hard for an old man, I hope, but it would keep me interested for a good long time. Um,
Yeah.
with all of your talents, and you are a person of many talents, um, have you done art streams yet?
I have a couple times. They tend to
Yeah.
be pretty boring though. I just play music and then I just chat with whoever shows up. That
Well,
is actually, I met one of my best friends who is my favorite artist currently,
mm,
um, through an art stream because
mm.
they saw my art on Twitter, which blew me away in the first place. Because like, what do you mean my favorite artist just saw my art on Twitter, and then they joined my stream because I was live at the time working on that artwork, and that was crazy. That was insane. I still have that clip saved.
All your hair stands up on the back of your neck and the top of your head at that point. Ah!
Yeah, I was like, huh? Is this happening?
No
Like
pressure,
three
no
viewers
pressure,
and one of them's my favorite artist.
no pressure.
Yeah,
Everything's
no
fine.
pressure. Damn.
Oh, I accidentally deleted the whole thing. Oh,
Yeah, and then we just started chatting after, and now we're like besties.
yeah. I always wonder with artists in doing those streams that, and I'm surprised. I really haven't had anybody say that there have been backseat artists. I would figure somebody would come on and say, "Well, I would have done it this way. You should have done that. You should have done that." That hasn't happened to you.
I just tend to have actual artists come in and just sit there and go, "Oh, this is really cool," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks." But like, I just like those streams are kind of more just to chat with people, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not doing anything flashy, not doing anything, playing tricky games, doing cool stuff. It's just, sitting down, vibing, listening to music,
Mm,
chat with chat,
being
see what
comfortable.
happens.
Yeah. What's your comfort game?
Oh, Guilty Gear.
There's no
Guilty
comfort
Gear,
in
definitely.
that.
Guilty Gear is stressful. It makes me very mad sometimes, but it's very fun at the end of the day when you kind of take away that kind of when you get into the whole it's just a game mindset,
Yeah.
it's very easy to enjoy it.
I was wondering if the word comfort means something different in Australia.
Yeah, I'm a very competitive person.
Well, that's really cool. That is excellent. Is there a particular type of stream, given everything that you do, and I am jealous by all your talent, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anything that you would like to do, a different type of stream that
Yes,
what?
I would love to do a cosplay stream where
Mm,
I am using my webcam, but I'm like in cosplay. I think that'd be really funny because
mm,
I've got a bit on Twitter. Um, I've got like a parody account of
mm,
this one character from Guilty Gear that I've cosplayed before, and it kind of blew up the
yeah,
cosplay
yeah.
because people thought it looked really, really close to the canon material. So I'd love it if I could do a stream where I was just that character
Mm.
and I was acting in character the whole stream. I think that'd be hilarious.
When's it happening?
Uh, it might. It might.
Stay
Keep an eye out
tuned.
for the debut.
Stay
It might
tuned.
happen. Stay tuned.
Yes. Well, the debut is happening on May 20th, right?
Yep,
May 20th, and you probably got a whole bunch of things planned for
I
that
do.
time, especially the reveal. You know, the times you've mentioned that, I could just hear I could just hear the excitement in your voice.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love doing big events. I find it so hard
Yeah.
to do anything but big events. Every time I do a stream that's just sitting down and playing one game, I get so bored because I just want to do a ton of stuff. Like like for the reactions and stuff I do when the character drops, I was playing like Wordle and stuff beforehand and getting the chat to help me out because I timed it wrong.
Yeah.
So I had to kill time. So I was just doing a ton of stuff while we were waiting for the stream to start.
You go from go from super heavy fighting games to Wordle.
Wordle, yeah, I'm like, wait, I got it wrong. The stream doesn't start until after the Blaze Blue finals. Oh, great, now I need to get Wordle up. It's like, guys, help me do my daily Wordle. I don't know how to spell.
That really makes it tough on Wordle if you don't know how to spell the words.
I'm like, guys, that's a five-letter word that has an L in it. I don't know.
Um, l, l,
L.
L
Just put
U.
random combinations of letters in until it recognizes it in the word bank. And I'm like, oh, yep,
Yeah,
knew that one.
yeah. I found the perfect starting word for Wordle,
Oh,
and
yeah?
yes, it's adieu.
Adieu, really? I've just been using crate.
Yeah, because ADIEU uses four of the five vowels.
Oh, wait, I never thought about that.
Hmm.
I will be using that. I haven't done today's Wordle, actually. I'm going to
Hmm.
do that after this.
Yeah, it's a sneaky strategy.
That is a sneaky strategy.
Yeah, it's trying to
I will
cut.
keep that one in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to be the actual word, but you never know. They pick some weird
It
ones
would
every once
definitely
in a while.
help you figure out a lot of stuff in it,
Oh yeah,
hopefully.
yeah.
Unless they throw you a curveball.
And all you got to do is figure out where the O goes or the Y if it shows up, and it really helps you learn the shape of words, which
Oh, true.
which is an odd thing to if you just say that, but if you look at blank OU blank E or something like that, like that, then you can think coop or something along those lines that would fit that particular thing.
It's funny when you get like two letters off and you're looking at it and you're like, there's no word in this entire dictionary that has these letters in these places, and it ends
Yes,
up being like a super obvious word. That's
yeah,
happened to me too many times.
yeah, that's painful.
Like, guys, I'm a science major. I'm not an English major. Do not judge me.
So, science made what type of science?
Oh, I'm studying immunology.
Immunology.
Yep. I really want to get into studying
Mm.
diseases.
Yeah, that's um. Well, I'm in the United States, so sorry, sorry.
That's all good.
we don't. Evidently, some folks here don't believe in that anymore. But the
Oh,
really that's going to be one of the biggest things coming up as you see more and more um, mutations of things, just because that's how viruses and things do work. Um, it's
definitely.
that's some hard work. How many brains
Oh,
do you
it's kicking my
have?
butt at the moment.
How many brains do you have?
Oh, my brain doesn't work. I say I do immunology, and people think I'm smart. I'm not. This degree is kicking my butt right now.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you may say that, but I'm betting you're coming out on top.
I hope
Because
so. I just want to pass. I just
yeah,
want that piece of paper.
yeah. Well, I think that you'll do it. I think you'll do it. I think it's an absolute pleasure talking with someone who enjoys what they're doing. And
I love everything. I just like trying things out. I'm always down to try something new. I'm
yeah,
always just like having fun, you know?
yeah, and it's very obvious. And to hear that joy in your voice is
Oh,
is tremendous. And I got to set into one of your streams here recently, and and I was like, wow, they're really having fun.
which one was that one?
I'm not telling. I'm not telling because I'm going to lurk. I
Oh,
lurk in the background.
look.
And it's well, I lurk before the interviews, so I find out a little bit of what's going on. But now that if you're on and I'm there, I'm going to show up and say hi because
Oh, yay.
I really want to see that you just keep going because we need folks with not only the skill that you have but the want to and the outlook that you have. And I
Oh, thank
personally
you.
thank you so much for coming on because again, it's great to meet such wonderful people, and you're high on that list. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I had an absolute blast. I'm so thankful.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.